What up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I am back finally with my, I don't want to call it a review, maybe? I have no idea. With my review of My Hero Academia Heroes Rising movie. And if you're enjoying any content on my channel, gameplay, reviews, reactions, whatever I got going on, go ahead and subscribe. I'm here, you're here. Let's be here together. So, I saw this movie periodically, maybe like 2 weeks ago? Two weeks ago? I'm gonna say 2 weeks ago. Hold on, my co-fei go. I saw it in sub, and I saw it Friday at 12:30 in the afternoon. I usually see anime movies if I really enjoy them on the day of release, but I didn't have anybody to go with, and my friend who wanted to see it too could only see it on Friday, so that's the day we picked. Before I get into the movie, I'm going to tell you right now that last time I saw My Hero in the movies, it was a lot of fun, it was a lot of noise, it was a lot of screaming, it was a lot of yelling, and I had so much fun. This time, because it was 12:30 p.m. on a freaking Friday, there were only maybe 7 people in the theater, and it was silent. I hate watching movies like that, especially this. There's so many times that me and my friend looked over, we'd be like, oh my gosh, we were whispering like, oh my gosh, because nobody else was showing any type of emotion at all, ever. These people are crazy. There was some amazing shit happening in that movie, and you're just like, no, bitch, we need to yell, we need to point, we need to whoop, we need to holler, because it deserved that. Okay, that being said, so we were about 20 minutes late for the movie. That was my fault, my periodically fault. Okay, it's my fault. So I had to catch up on the beginning part, but I didn't really miss much. We missed the introduction of the villain 9. We missed seeing the League of Villains try to dabble in shit. So basically what the story is that Class A was on a remote island helping out the islanders for a, oh, you're just gonna fall. For a like a class project. It was like a safety, not a safety mission. What's the word I want to use? I guess a safety program, I guess, to where they did things around the islands to help out the islanders who were there. And of course, you know, we have no villain attacks here ever. Yeah. So all of Class A was on this island helping everybody out, and 9 has a plan with him, and I think it was the crazy string guy. It was the lady chick, and it was the Chimera. So him and his 3 partners decided to make a world, or try to create a world, where the strongest quirk ruled everybody, which is kind of fucked up. Which is why he was getting all these quirks in his body. So he was kind of not on par with One for All. Always get it backwards. Hold on, let me think. All for One. He was kind of related to All for One. I guess he went into a facility, not a facility. He went into a, god damn it, my words today. He went into a what's it called? A program where they experiment on him and gave him quirks, as many quirks as he can handle, which is why his name is 9. He has 9 quirks, or he has 8 quirks, and he's holding at one spot to get the cell regeneration he needs to keep himself alive, because I guess his original quirk hurts his body, and he was trying to figure out a way to stop it from killing cells. And the kid that he was after has a father who has a similar quirk, and it was a cell regeneration quirk. So he went after the father thinking that getting his quirk would help him, but it is blood type compatible. So the son has the quirk where I think it might still be blood type compatible. I was a little confused on that, but he was like, okay, the kid's over here on this island, bet, let's go to this island, let's get this kid. And that's when the shenanigans ensued. Because when 9 got to the island, let me tell you what, nobody. Now, granted, all these kids have great powers and abilities, and, you know, Deku and Bakugo, they got like intuitive thinking and stuff, but dog, they were not ready for the likes of these villains. These villains didn't give a fuck. They didn't care. Okay, they didn't care about you. They didn't care about your mom. They didn't care about your dad. They didn't care. So they were trying to lay people out. So when they first got there, Class A was split up doing different things because, you know, they had tasks to do on the island. Man, that first encounter, out of the first encounter, the only one they were able to beat was the guy who used the cloth to wrap stuff up. I can't remember his name, but that was the only one they were able to beat. And everyone else was a struggle. I like the fact in this movie that when the villains came to the island, they didn't immediately, you know, the kids didn't immediately beat them up. They were struggling. They were struggling so bad. A lot of people got hurt. Deku and Bakugo were laid flat in the first encounter of 9. 9 laid their ass flat because he wanted to make sure that the kid had the quirk that he needed. So of course they went after the kid. Deku hears what's going on, like, oh my gosh, we got to get those 2 kids because they're out there by themselves. They don't have any parents. Nobody is telling them where to go, what to do. So Deku runs out, and then Bakugo was like, dog, I see you running out. What the fuck are you doing? So of course Deku was the first one to run into 9, and he was not ready. Oh man, 9 laid his ass flat. And then Bakugo came in for the save. Like, yeah, great backup. However, Bakugo was overconfident in his skills and got that ass handed to him. And then 9 hit both of them with lightning and lay their asses flat again. So, this is where it gets to me, the best part of the movie. The best part of the movie was when the kids, Class A, formulated a plan to protect these 2 kids. Oh my gosh. I've never wanted to scream. I mean, think about it, getting goosebumps. I've never wanted to scream and yell so loudly in a theater before. Ever. Their plan was a really good plan. And I like how they split them up into subgroups. And the reason I enjoyed this part of the movie so much is because every single kid in Class A got to shine. We got to see them in action instead of seeing Deku, Ida, Bakugo, you know, there's ones that we always, Todoroki. Instead of seeing just those 4 out there, we got to see everyone participate in some way, shape, or form to protect the hell out of these little kids. It was glorious just to see everybody. And I think that this is what I missed in the series, because we just finished the Eerie arc, and so many people in Class A were just not there. I would have loved to see Class A get a chance to do what they did on the big screen in episodes. Kirishima got a little shine. These aren't Class A though, but so I'm not going to mention the big 3. Ochako got to shine a little bit. What's her name? Oh my gosh, what is her hero name? Froppy, thank you. Froppy got a chance to shine a little bit. Because, you know, we always follow around the same main 4 people. So seeing everyone else use their quirk for hero purposes and actually like put their all into it. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. And then into the end, when they get to like the big boss battle, y'all, they ran through all those kids. But I think my favorite sidekick fight, I'm going to call them sidekicks, was the Chimera, because the Chimera was hard as hell to get through. Tokiyami, I think it was Tokiyami, Froppy, was it? I cannot remember. I think her name is Invisible Girl. I think they had the red-haired chick with this pointy spiky things. And that fight was really good, but the fight with the freaking Chimera, oh my gosh, y'all, wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. My soul wasn't ready. My heart wasn't ready. And we got to the end with Bakugo, Deku, and fucking 9. Bruh. And now we're getting to the part of the movie where I loved it so much until the ending. Now, it doesn't detract from this movie being amazing, but the ending was cheap, and I'll tell you why. Because Deku was having trouble with beating 9, of course. He needed Bakugo's help. So him and Bakugo were working together. They were bouncing off each other, doing all this. But it got to a point where Deku couldn't move anymore. And so in order to beat 9, he gave Bakugo some of the all for one. Like they touch tips. And Bakugo got all for one transferred to him. And Bakugo looked real sweet with that. It was like Super Saiyans. It was like Goku and Vegeta. You know, you had your colors, you had your auras, and it looked so amazing. It looked so amazing. And they beat the hell out of 9. And when it was all said and done, I'm like, oh my gosh, now Bakugo has all for one. And in order for Midoriya to get it back, he's got to give it back to him. But if he gives it back to him, he'll have firepower. So I wonder how he's going to incorporate this into the story. Like, oh, no, they didn't know. No, they did. They said that, oh, inside of you, the former owners of All for One, One for All, the former owners of One for All, decided to let Bakugo, to lend Bakugo the power to help you because they really want you to keep it. Nah, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. No, that's a stupid. That's cheap and that's stupid. What would have been better if they would have said that they had to convince Bakugo to give the powers back, knowing that he would also permanently keep them for as long as, you know, he doesn't do it All Might didn't overuse it out till it's gone. That he would still keep some of it, and that All Might could, you know, train him on using the other things. I don't think he even needs training, because when they touched tips, they were like, they Wonder Twins activated. Oh my gosh, Bakugo was a problem. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I cannot wait to get this on I think it might be on Amazon. I cannot wait to actually have it so I can watch it again and again and again. It makes me feel good. I love it so much. But it was just the ending that made me like, because I looked at my friend and she was like, I was like, yeah. She's like, how come they just didn't have it? So they had to convince Bakugo to give it back, or they were talking to him while he was like unconscious and in and out. And they were like, hey, give me a piece of your hair. He was like, okay. I would have taken trickery. I would have taken Bakugo giving it back, but I don't like that they tried to make it seem they tried to logic their way out of it, and that's silly. That in itself was silly. But the entire movie was amazing, was great. I love the villains. The villains didn't give a shit, and everybody was so hyped about Hawks, and I was like, oh, he was only in the movie for like 5 seconds. That's it. And since I saw it in subbed, I wanted to go ahead and support the dub because of who got the voice of Hawks. And I just like, I really do love the dub voice actors. I do. They put their heart and soul into it, and it sounds so good. It sounds so good. But yeah, that's my little teeny tiny kind of review of My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. I loved it. I loved it, and I was very happy that I got to see it in the theater. And I hope they do the same for Demon Slayer. I hope Demon Slayer is in the theaters. It deserves to be in the theaters. So I'm not quite sure what they're going to do, especially where this movie landed, where it's supposed to be in the timeline. I'm not sure if they can do any more movies for My Hero without pulling from stuff that's so far ahead. You know what I mean? Because they said there were quite a few spoilers in this movie. I only noticed one, thank goodness. But I can't even think about what the other ones are. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what the other ones are. But that being said, thanks for hanging with me, guys, in my teeny tiny review of My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. And hopefully I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!